And welcome back. Our next guest is a cellist, a singer, songwriter, and teaching artist. She's got it going on. She's doing a whole lot. She's with us today to speak about how she got her music career started, highlight her latest projects, and so much more. So please welcome to the show, Shana Tucker. Shana, welcome.
Good morning, good afternoon. I have no idea what time it is. It's just light outside.
That don't
Hi,
worry
Dr.
about a
Bob.
thing. We got you covered. Whatever time it is, that's what it is, and we're gonna kick it to you just the way it is. Listen, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started and what you're doing.
Sure. As you mentioned, I play cello, I sing, I write songs, I compose.
Hmm.
Started out in public schools in Amityville, New York, um,
Oh,
cello in junior high school, and realizing that when my friends were going to track meets and doing all the sports things, I was going to Long Island String Festival and all state and all Eastern and all the things because cello was my passion. Went to college for it, have a degree in cello performance, went to Howard and Brooklyn College Conservatory of Music, and just am thrilled that there is an opportunity to bring more cello to the world, not necessarily in the classical space.
yeah.
There's cello is everything. Cello makes everything better.
Wow, you really built up a lot around you. You've done a whole lot, and you're from where Ken Spider Webb is from. Of course, Ken Spider
Yes.
was the morning man on WBLS.
Fun fact: his family grew up next to my great grandparents,
Get out
right
of
next
here.
door, and he went to school with my mom and my aunts. Yep,
Well, we have to.
it's a small.
Yeah, we have to show this segment. Well, Amityville is not that big anyway, right? So you're just right
No,
around the corner.
close knit community, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's great. So you've come a long way, and now you're doing the cello.
That's right.
And you're
That's
teaching
right.
it too. Speaking of the cello, what makes that instrument so unique from all the other instruments?
I think cello is the closest to the human voice, and I think
Oh,
that's
wait a minute. It's the cello? I always thought the saxophone was the closest instrument to the human voice.
maybe string. Let's say in the string family,
Oh,
the cello.
okay. Okay, okay.
Let's say that. Let's say that.
Okay.
I think there is a familiarity with the timbre and the range
Yeah.
because it can be really low and it can be really high.
That's you.
And
Look at you.
that look at these are pictures of me over the years. Look at
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah. Yep. That's me playing and singing. Um, yeah, and it just there's a way to bring cello to so many different genres. I play a lot of jazz. I get a lot of calls to that's me at Cirque du Soleil. Wow.
Beautiful.
Cello just makes everything better. It really does.
Yeah, yeah. So it
Yeah.
looks like you played at a lot of different places, huh?
Yeah. This music thing has taken me around the world,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, really, really fortunate to be a musician for a living.
What's most
Yeah.
memorable to you? I mean, you've done a lot, but give me one or two. I see you were with the
Wow.
Blueface people. They're all over the
Yeah,
commercials.
Blue Man Group. Yeah, I think definitely working with Cirque du Soleil was one of my more memorable
Ah.
moments
Uh-huh.
because I hadn't even thought that that was a possibility. And one of their talent scouts called and said, "Hey, we need somebody who plays cello and sings at the same time. Are you interested in auditioning?" And I was like, "In Las Vegas?" And they were like, "Yeah, well, just come on, let's see." So 5 years later.
Yeah.
um, that was one of the better 5 years of my life. But I think mostly having the opportunity to write my own songs and play music that resonates with people that are not just me. And my parents will always say everything I'm doing is great, but there is a world that is in need of um, the songs that resonate the human condition, and
Yeah.
being able to sing about that and play about that and take it around the world is really that is a passion and a joy.
Wow. And you played at all these different places. What stands out in your mind? Like one of the places, like some people say, oh, Madison Square Garden or Carnegie Hall, or what's your spot?
Um,
Vegas? Was it Vegas? How did you feel when
well,
you?
it is definitely something to walk out on stage and see almost 2,000 seats. Then this is for rehearsal, of an empty theater where you know that 5 nights a week for 10 shows, that those seats, each and every one of those seats is filled with people who want to, be in a space of fantasy and wonder
Yeah,
for an hour and a half, and to know that I'm a part of that, to hear my voice in this big space, and feel for just a moment that everybody is hanging on to what I'm saying, what I'm playing, what I'm singing. Definitely, that's
breathtaking.
a whole experience. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Wow. And now you're able to teach it, right? You teach other musicians.
Yeah, so what I do, I give all praise and honor to teachers who are in the classroom all the time, every
Uh
day,
huh.
because what I do is go to do lots of artist residencies. I go in, I talk about how cello and music can inform your words, how your words can be manifested in a song. For specifically classical musicians, I show them that there is more than one way to play your instrument outside of classical music.
Hmm.
We talk about recording opportunities, and we talk a lot about the music business, because I think that it is a topic that I often don't hear at a university setting in conservatory, when musicians are being taught how to play music for a living, but not
Uh-huh.
how to monetize it.
Yeah.
So yeah, yep,
So we just ran some pictures while you were talking. Just
yeah.
identify some of those pictures and places where you were.
Yeah, so there was a picture of me doing a workshop with Kids Notes in Durham, North Carolina. Yep, that is
That's it.
that is a wonderful opportunity of basically music for social change organization. They do community through orchestra. This one is just outside of Atlanta with the Stillwell Choir. We played at Spivey Hall, just a beautiful space. We collaborated there. This is also in Atlanta. Drew Charter School. Okori Johnson, who is another amazing cellist, and I did a workshop again about how to put cello and words to song, and how to play together even when you've never done it before.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this is me working with a percussionist and working on steady beat, and showing him that you can create music off the page and improvise even at a young age. Um, and that's another picture from Kids Notes.
No,
Yeah.
they love you too. Look at them all around you. They want to
Yeah.
know more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that.
So, are you funded? How do you fund all of this?
So
Out
I
of
am
your
an
own pocket?
independent. A lot of it comes from playing the gigs and recording the music, to tour the music, to play the gigs, to get paid. I and that's a wonderful question, because a lot of times people think that doing music for a living, it's an honor and a blessing
Yeah.
and exposure to payment, but it requires a lot of footwork, and the shows and the recordings and the monetization of the songs, which is also why it's important to write as many
Yeah.
original songs as possible. That's what funds what I do. Yeah.
You mentioned Chamber Soul. Talk a little bit about that.
So chamber soul was a phrase, a term that I came up with because I was always saying, well, it's not exactly classical, it's not straight ahead jazz, it's not. I love chamber music. I was trained as a classical musician, and I love the conversations that happen um, in within the players. Um, and so soul is where the music comes from my heart and my soul, and that is the place where I hope it's an intended destination, that the music reaches the listeners in that same way. I put the words together, and chamber soul seemed to fit just perfectly, and that's what I trademarked the music as. Yeah,
Yeah.
chamber soul.
There you go.
Mhm.
And you have the e-newsletter, Chamber Soul Chronicles.
ChamberSoul Chronicles, the most recent thing that I'm going to be talking about. And again, you can sign up on my website, shanatucker.com. We have a new release that's coming out this month. Is My Favorite Things is the first single that's coming out on my CD, which is going to be released in the spring of 24.
Hmm.
My Favorite Things comes out this month. Hiding in the Light is the name of the
Oh,
new.
beautiful. All right.
Yeah.
And I heard
So
you've been kicking up a whole lot of sand out there in Durham, North Carolina.
Full City all day, Full City.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, there you go.
Full City. Yep, there you go. Come visit.
All
Love to
right.
have you.
Okay, give me your website and social media and all that stuff again.
Sure. It's online is shanatucker.com,
Uh,
Shana. I am on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as Shana Tucker. You can Google me. I'm everywhere. All the places you get your music, that's where you find me. YouTube, same. Shana Tucker.
all city, all music.
Full City.
There you go. Shana Tucker, cellist, singer and songwriter, Chamber Soul Chronicles. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Dr. Bob.
You know we love you, right?
I feel the love. I feel it.
All right, and come back again, all right? And you got to play something for us the next time.
Yes,
We have
absolutely. I
some
would love
music
that.
execs in the crowd right now.
Hey, well, maybe the next time I'll be closer and I can come in the studio and be with y'all.
We'll make it happen, okay?
All
Thank
right.
you so
Thank
much,
you.
Shauna. All right, we'll take a quick break. I've got more. I've got a whole lot for you right here on Open.